Welcome back. This is DragonInWhite here, back with another episode of Assassin's Creed. Okay, just let me deal with some sound setting. I made some mistake there. Okay, and we're gonna jump right into the game. It's been about 2 or 3 days since I last played. It's currently 3 PM on my side here, on the 1st of December. And yes, if you look at it, this video is released on the 1st itself. This shows how close I'm cutting it. I'm about 5 hours away from release, and I have not even recorded the game yet. So, good chance that today's video is going to be at 360p and for a while until YouTube decides to finish rendering. Might take a couple of hours after that. So, yeah, let's go on. I believe, yeah, okay, now I recall what's going on. So, there's a couple of missions to do. And then I think we should be able to finish the main mission within this episode if we are fortunate. Okay. So, yeah, it's been a busy couple of days. And honestly, a bit of odd sleeping schedule. As many of you know, I translate Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. So, I used the wrong weapon for that, but okay, never mind. Yes, so as I mentioned, I translate Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. So, because of that, I kind of work from home. And thanks to that, I pretty much get to sleep whatever time I want, wake up whatever time I want, and work whatever time I want, as long as I get what I need done. So, for the past couple of days, I have been sleeping in really odd hours. Like, you know, 4, 5 AM. Had a couple of stuff to do as well, a couple of things to prepare. And yeah, so as a result, I have been kind of a bit occupied and haven't been able to do any recording until today. In fact, as it is, today is kind of rushed as well, but I kind of squeezed out some time for this one at least. Hopefully I can squeeze out some more time tonight to do one more episode so that tomorrow's episode won't be as rushed.
Pay for your sins! Stop running! You cannot escape! You cannot hide forever!
Okay. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to have everything out ready. You know what, let's go inside there. Oh, is it that thing there? Okay. So if I jump out this way, I should be able to get to the other side. Yeah.
Come no further.
So how have everyone been? Let me know in the comments below. This is December. In Singapore, this is kind of a holiday season for a bunch of students. And for those in university, that would be exam season for them. So from what I understand, many of my friends who are still in university are on the verge of finishing their semester, their exams.
Someone stop it. You'll never get away. How simple. You will not get away from me.
Good you came along when you did.
So
Another
yeah,
minute and they would have made off with
many
me.
of the university students are
I
having
owe you my
exams, and I
freedom.
believe there'll be a short period of holidays in a couple of weeks after that. I always find it very interesting how in Singapore our school holidays differ so much. Okay, what do I mean by this? In Singapore, primary school and secondary school, or perhaps in the US, will be known as grade about 1 all the way to 12. How do I... Okay. Yes. So are known as primary and secondary school. Effectively your grade school, middle school and high school. High school including junior colleges, which are kind of a post-secondary.
What have I done wrong? Help me.
Oh, I gotta climb up
حقير
there.
سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Anyone help me.
لص حقير سأقطع يديك
Okay, I'm
جزاء
gonna do
ذلك.
this one first.
Life. I got you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
for such
I'll find a way
schools,
to repay
from
this
primary all the way to
kindness, I
junior
swear.
college, they follow a very standard timetable of starting in January 2nd and ending. So the school year basically is from January to December.
My family depends on
So generally what happens is they're split into 4 terms, of which 4 terms in 2 terms in each semester of 2 terms. So that's a total of 4 semesters, 2 terms. Am I done with all the viewpoints? It looks like it. Yes, I am done with all of them. So, as a result, sorry, not as a result, but so the first term will be in January, February, and then mid-March they have a 1-week break before starting on the next semester.
We might fail.
Okay, and then
Mazdin is here
let
to
me-
see that even when
I'm
this
going to start on
happens,
this one first.
we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But should you try to run, to hide, you will be found and made to pay. There is no harm in naming them. Those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
Right. Just need to wait until I am not seen, probably in this alley.
Go away. I'll teach you to take a fight. How can one? You'll pay for this.
This won't be too difficult. God have mercy on your soul. How simple. How can one expect to defeat?
This is rather irritating.
This won't be. May God have mercy on your soul.
There we go.
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majd-ud-Din well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something, and I think you'll tell me what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare them. Fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans. Their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with. Works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
But clearly the people does not like him. Seems to do a lot of strange stuff as well. Okay, let's see the assassination one, which I like.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him.
Damned archers! We are to launch an assault against one of Majd-ud-Din's lieutenants. But we cannot do anything until the rooftops have been cleared. And I have no men to spare. Would you be willing to help? Just make sure they do not see you coming, or we will have to begin again.
This I can do, as long as I figure out where they are.
Be wary, friends.
So yeah, as I was saying, second term starts March until end of May.
Like Saladin, and take up arms against our enemies
And
in whatever way you can.
yep, that's rather irritating.
He's going. Come no further.
Take up arms.
Stop.
Yes, so then there's a 1 month break in June, and then begins the second semester, which is the third term, until somewhere in September, 1 week holiday, and they get a long about 6 to 8 weeks holiday in November to December, till the end of the year. So yeah, on the contrary, universities follow a rather different schedule.
The archers still live. You must finish them all if we are to succeed.
So we've murder nearby.
Oh, what's this?
The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to God. There is no glory than this. Is me.
This seems a little more tricky somehow.
What happened to this poor soul?
Okay, I need to figure the best way up.
Infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be pray that glorious and exalted is he. There, come quickly! Don't let him get away! He won't get away from me!
If this mission is gonna take much longer, there's a good chance I can't finish the main mission today.
I'll take you down! God have mercy on your soul.
Alright. More it comes. Next try. So yeah, universities I think they start September and holidays vary depending on their semester. So it's kind of strange in my opinion.
Who saw what happened here?
Okay, let's see. Maybe the way to go about this is to wait. And now that he's not looking.
Who's done this? Tell me!
May God have mercy.
Okay, next.
Where is
two.
the one responsible for this indeed?
Oh no, that waffle.
Okay, where's the next one? Above this way? Okay. I gotta think this through a bit. Okay, gotta wait till he looks another direction. Preferably to that direction. Next one is there. Okay, just can't get into any conflicts until I'm done there.
Why is he doing that?
Strange, I've never seen someone do that before.
Almost there, almost there. Wonder what's with those crazy
I'm
punchy
starting to
people.
understand why Al-Mualim favors you. I assume you have been sent to deal with Majduddin, yes? Then it might help you to know that he enjoys lecturing his prisoners before executing them. While doing so, he turns his back to the crowd. It would be the perfect moment for you to strike. Now, I must attend to my men. We have our own targets to deal with.
Okay, so far this is the first useful piece of information that I can get, which is to wait until he lectures the execution target and then just go up behind him and go for it. Okay, what's this? Assassination challenge. Oh boy. You know, I'm starting to find these challenges, well, more of a challenge. I mean, they used to be just pretty simple, some of them, but now today's one, they feel a bit more, they're harder, more of a challenge. What they are actually supposed to be, at least. Okay, there we go.
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Majduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I would be forever grateful, and share a very interesting story with you.
That's one.
My family sick and dying. Spare a few coins.
Need to find the other dude somewhere there. Okay, this one seems to be relatively okay. Don't tell me it's in the whole group there. It is, ain't it? Which one is he? Alright, second attempt.
No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please. Please, money. Just a few coins, please.
Who did this? Oh, be gone.
Next one. Walk away, nothing happened. There we go, that's the final piece of the puzzle.
You are the best the clan has ever seen. Here is my story, Master. I was cleaning the temple steps. I overheard 2 scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
Okay, entry is easy. Anything else for me to do? Not that I can tell. Okay, and well, I think that will be we'll do with a slightly earlier end than usual today. Normally I try to time my videos between 20 to 40 minutes. More of 25 to 35 if I can actually. Right now we just passed the 25 minutes mark, so I think I shall proceed with the main story the next time due to a bit of a lack of time. And before I go, just my usual shameless plugs. Firstly, as I mentioned already, I am the translator of Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. This is a Chinese web novel that is available for free, translated by yours truly on gravitytales.com. The link is down in the description below. And I have a Patreon to go along with that. All supporters on my Patreon will gain early access chapters. The number of chapters would depend on the tier supported, of which the cheapest tier, just $1, will net you, I think, 2 or 3 chapters. I think it's 2 chapters. All the same, this is only for those who are interested and want to help support me as I do this. And finally, I do have a merch store available. If you would like to support me through buying some merch, do take a look, consider buying some of them. I believe they are competitively priced against regular goods out there, and they should be, in my opinion, some of them are quite nice actually, especially the hoodie. I quite enjoy the feel of it and I wear it out myself. Alright, so with that, we shall end off here today. So, ciao!